What's going on, everybody? Instead of going to the theater today, which this movie should have been in theaters, but they pulled it, we are staying home and watching a movie today. Today, my wife and I are going to be checking out Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender. Now, to preference, I used to watch the show as a kid, but I never finished it. I also didn't watch Legend of Korra. I did see The Last Airbender movie in 2010, and what a god-awful disaster that movie was, and I have not seen the Netflix show, so I'm kind of going through this blind. I don't know if this is a standalone or just a continuation of the show, but my wife's a really big fan of it, and it seems like a lot of people are a fan of this movie as well. The reviews have been really, really good on this. I know it got leaked a while back, and a lot of people have already seen it. It was supposed to drop in October, but because I think it got leaked, they just moved it up to July. So, really excited to talk about it. If you want to see my full thoughts on the movie, I do now have a letterbox, and I will leave that on a post on my channel so you guys can read my full review of this movie. With that being said, my wife and I will give our thoughts after the movie's over. A really good movie, man. That was a really, really fun movie. I don't think it's the best movie of the year, but I definitely was thoroughly entertained by it. I think this movie kind of reminds me a little bit of Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2, you can play as a standalone and understand the story, but if you play the first Alan Wake, you're going to get a lot more information. And I'm kind of in that camp of like, I only really watched this movie and I really liked it, so I didn't get all the references, but I feel the story is strong enough as a standalone that you kind of get it for what it is. This is probably the coolest looking movie of 2026. The action scenes are absolutely incredible. I would have paid to see this in the theater. There were a couple things I had issues with. I think number one, no spoilers at all, but you kind of figure out who the villain is early on, and it's pretty predictable, and it's like with the power of friendship, we can do everything. It's not... You've seen this in movies before, but this is a very entertaining movie. Again, you can watch it as a standalone if you're just interested in it. I really like the movie. I'm going to give Aang, Avatar, The Last Airbender, an 8 out of 10. All right, honey, let's hear your thoughts.
So, as someone who has watched through all of Avatar, The Last Airbender in my early 20s, and Legend of Korra, it's been a good while. So I did enjoy the fact that the movie was a standalone. You didn't necessarily need to have been completely up to date on the lore behind it to really get what you needed to get from the movie. I enjoyed the fact that they tried to stick as close to the original animation style as possible, with some obvious newer nuances to it, but still very reminiscent of the original show, and it made me want to go back and watch it for sure. All in all, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. It did what it needed to do for me. I loved it.
Awesome. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.